Welcome to the November podcast from the AACPS Office of Instructional Technology, where today we will be looking at Rehearse with Coach, which is a tool that can be found in the online version of PowerPoint. It's interesting that it is in the online version of PowerPoint because typically the desktop version of Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, Excel have the most features, and the online version is a little bit stripped down. But in this case, Rehearse with Coach has debuted in the online version of PowerPoint. So it is not yet available in the desktop version. That's important for us because we have so many Chromebooks in our district. And Chromebooks are incapable of running actual programs or software on them. You're limited to what will run in the Google Chrome browser. And since the online version of PowerPoint is the one that runs in that browser, we have access to this even on Chromebooks. So what Rehearse with Coach does is it listens to you practicing with your presentation, and it gives you feedback. It gives you some live feedback as well as a summary when you're done. So I am in a PowerPoint. I have a PowerPoint open online. Currently have slide number 4 selected. So I'm going to click on the slideshow tab, which has, among other things, Rehearse with Coach. All right, so I'm using the desktop version of PowerPoint to do my screen recording right now, but it's the online version where I find Rehearse with Coach. So here we go. We're going to launch it, and when it opens, it will switch into kind of slideshow mode, and initially in the bottom right corner, we'll see some tips for using this or some instructions. So there we go. It says we will receive feedback as we present and a summary with suggestions at the end. So I'm going to start rehearsing now. You can see the timer's going. There's my microphone. This is about design ideas, which pops up when I insert this picture. This is design ideas. Design ideas, when you insert a picture on the page, it will suggest what slides could look like, and it gives you, there we go, I was going for the ums. So I got my statements reminding me not to use filler words like or Let's go ahead to the next page. Click on shape to make the format tab appear. Choose crop and crop to shape, then choose a shape. Then you can right-click on the shape to format for shadow. So you can see what came up there was I'm reading from my slide, and that's generally not a good idea. So my next piece of feedback was to stop reading from my slides. I'm going to go to one more. You can instead add the shape first. On the last slide, we added the picture and cropped to a shape. Now we're going to add the shape and then right-click on the shape and choose fill. One of the things that you can fill with is a picture. So we will fill it with a picture, and you can choose that picture by uploading from your device or searching online. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm going to escape out of here. And here's my summary. Shows how many words per minute. And then underneath of that, it shows kind of a graph of my words per minute. So I didn't read fast enough or slow enough to get a warning about that. But I did get warnings not only about reading from the slides, but it even shows me which slides I read from, which is great because that means those are the slides that I don't know the content well enough to avoid reading. So it gives you more detailed feedback than just don't read the slides. Same thing with the fillers. It tells me what words were there. I was practicing this a little while ago with the presentation on Gatsby and The Great Gatsby, and it had the word mistress in there. And so when I was practicing that one, mistress came up under sensitive phrases with suggestion that I should use a different word like lover. So it will suggest words that like that. That was one I wouldn't have even thought of. And so it will draw your attention to words that maybe you don't know better than to use. All right, so you can rehearse again. The feedback button is actually for you to give feedback to Microsoft about this tool. This is your feedback. So if students are going to use this, you may have them take screenshots of their rehearsal reports and save those and upload them to OneDrive or Google Drive, or add them to an assignment, or whatever tool you use for digital learning, where they can submit that through Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams or something similar, as evidence that they have been practicing. One of the benefits here is obviously that you can only listen to one student at a time, but with multiple devices, multiple students can practice at the same time. So there's a level of efficiency there, which frees you up to work with individual students on improving their presentations. And another advantage is that, as much as we recognize ourselves as objective authorities, our students don't always view things that way. Some of them don't like to hear any sort of critique or criticism, whether justified or not, from another person. So this is actually coming from a computer. It's the AI, the artificial intelligence, that's doing it. So you can't really argue back against the computer. And so some students will actually be able to receive that feedback more willingly from an inanimate object that they perceive as being more objective. So just another advantage of being able to use it here. And so once again, this is in PowerPoint. It's in PowerPoint online only at this point. So good luck with your practicing, good luck with your rehearsing, good luck with your presentations, and thanks for watching.